প্রিয় সুধী মণ্ডলী, আপনাদের স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি শেখ কামরুল হাসান ইউটিউব চ্যানেল থেকে। Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the YouTube channel Sheikh Kamrul Hassan. The live telecast of the third day's match between Australia and India. Australia scored 469 for the loss of all the wickets in the first innings, and in the second innings they have scored 82 for the loss of 2 wickets. India in their first innings scored 296 runs. So Australia now lead by 255 runs. David Stearns not out 34 of 77, and Steve Smith 32 of 44. Shardul Thakur, the bowler, 0 of 13 in 4.6 overs, and Ravindra Jadeja 0 of 40 in 3 overs. So, final match, day 3, session 3. So, Australia in good position in this test. 2 days remaining. So they have already led 256 runs, 8 wickets in hand. So you are listening Sheikh Kamrul Hassan YouTube channel. Please subscribe the channel, those who are not yet subscribed, and those already subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing our channel. And please press the like button to encourage our activities. 469 runs first innings total, and 83 for the loss of 2 wickets in the second innings for Australia, and 296 is the first innings total of India. That's the scorecard of Australia in the second innings. Usman Khaja for Sirka Bharat, bowled Umesh Yadav 13 of 39, 2 boundaries, 33.33 is the strike rate. David Warner got Sitkar Bharat bowled Mohammad Siraj, 1 of 8, 12.50 is the strike rate. Marinus Labuschagne not out 34 of 78, plays 4 boundaries, 43.59 is the strike rate. Steve Smith not out 32 of 44, 3 boundaries, 72.73 is the strike rate. Those who are not yet subscribed Sheikh Kamrul Hassan YouTube channel, please subscribe the channel and be with us. Extras 3, no ball 1, white ball 1, leg by 1. Total runs 83 for the loss of 2 wickets in 28 overs. Not yet batted, yet to bat is Travis Head, Cameron Green, Alex Carey, Pat Cummins, Captain Mitchell Starc, Nathan Lyon, and Scott Boland. Please subscribe Sheikh Kamrul Hassan YouTube channel and be with us. Those who are not yet subscribed and those who already subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing our channel. Press the like button to encourage us. Fall of wickets, first wicket in 2 runs, David Warner in 3.3 overs. And the second wicket in 24 runs, Usman Khaja, 14.1 overs. Bowling analysis, Mohammad Shami, 7 overs, 2 maiden, 15 runs, no wicket, 2.14 is the economy. Mohammad Siraj, 8 overs, 2 maiden, 24 runs, 1 wicket, 3 is the economy. Shardul Thakur 5 overs, no maiden, 13 runs and 1 no wicket, 2.60 is the economy. And Umesh Yadav 5 overs, no 1 maiden, 16 runs, 1 wicket, 3.20 is the economy. Ravindra Jadeja 3 overs, no maiden, 14 runs, no wicket, 4.67 is the economy. These are the bowling analysis of India. This is the situation when the drinks break. Australia lead 256 runs now, 469 and 83 for the loss of 2 wickets, and India 296 in their first innings. So those who are not yet subscribed Sheikh Kamrul Hassan YouTube channel, please subscribe the channel, be with us. We are with Bangladesh cricket and of course all the crickets internationally. India's first innings, so scorecard, just a glimpse of the Indian second first innings. Rohit Sharma, captain, LBW bowled Pat Cummins, 15 of 26. Shubman Gill bowled 13 of 15. Chiteshwar Pujara bowled Cameron Green, 14 of 25. Virat Kohli caught Steve Smith bowled Mitchell Stark, 14 of 31. Ajinkya Rahane got Cameron Good bowled Pat Cummins, 89 of 129. Ravindra Jadeja caught Steve Smith bowled Nathan Lyon, 48 of 51. Bharat Sirkar Bharat bowled Boland, 5 of 50. Shardul Thakur caught Alex Carey bowled Cameron Green, 51 of 109. Umesh Yadav bowled Pat Cummins, 5 of 11. Mohammad Sami caught Alex Carey bowled Mitchell Stark, 13 of 11. And Mohammad Siraj not out, 0 of 3. Extras 29, total runs 296. This was the situation of the first innings of India. Now it is 84 for the loss of 2 wickets in 28.4 overs. So Australia in the second innings, Australia led by 259 runs in the third day last session. And the two not out batsmen of Australia is Marinus Leverstrange, 35 of 82, and Steve Smith in strike on a strike, 34 of 45. Bowling is Ravindra Jadeja, 0 of 17 in 3.5 overs. His fourth over. His 29 overs completed, 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. 3 runs in the 29th over. Steve Smith 34 of 46 and Marinus Leverkusen 35 of 82. Ravindra Jadeja 0 of 17. Australia 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. Current run rate is 2.97. 3 runs in the fourth and fifth ball, 1 and 2 runs that constitute 3 downs of the over. Ravindra Jadeja to Steve Smith no run and Ravindra Jadeja to Steve Smith 2 runs. The fifth and sixth ball, 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. 259 runs ahead. Australia, first innings total of 469 and the second innings total of 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. India in their first innings they have scored 296, just 4 runs short of 300. So the starting of 30th over, Shardul Thakur to Marinus Leverkusen, no run in the first ball. So 30th over is going on. And the two not out batsmen is Steve Smith and Marinus Leverkusen. Shardul Thakur to Marinus Leverkusen on a good length around off. The ball keeps a bit low, but Marinus Sebastian gets his bat down in time and defends it down the wicket. 0, no run. The second ball of the over, Shardul Thakur to Marinus Sebastian, no run. So, two consecutive dot ball in the over, 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. This is the situation where two recognized Australian player is in the middle. They are very consistent. They are very strong in defense also. So it's a situation where Australian Shardul Thakur to Manas Sebastian, no run in the third ball. So three dot ball, the first three ball of the over. 30th over, 86 for the loss of 2 wickets, 469 is the total of the first innings of Australia and 296 the India in the first innings. So interestingly poised match, though Australia a bit ahead of India because they have scored a strong innings in the first and in the second innings 8 wickets in hand and leading 259 runs already. So 469 and 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. Australia led by 259 runs in the match. The second innings they are 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. Shardul Thakur to Manus Devchen's no run. The fourth ball also shot. Third ball Shardul Thakur to levels change Spooler this time and outside off. Levels change walks across and drives with a straight bat to mid on. So 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. No runs scored in this over. 469 and 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. With ball Shardul Thakur to level stands back of a length on middle. Level stands hangs back and defends it to short mid on. No runs scored in this over yet. So 469 for the loss of all the wickets in the first innings, and of course India 296. And the second innings, Australia 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. Australia led by 259 runs. End of 30th over, it's a maiden over of Shardul Thakur. So there was Sheldon 35 of 88 balls and Steve Smith 34 of 46. So Smith is now faster than their first innings. Shardul Thakur 0 of 13 in 6 overs. So he's doing his level best. Australia 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. Current run rate is 2.87. So 86 for the loss of 2 wickets after 38th over. 259 runs lead by Australia overall. 296 was the score of India in the first innings. So 2 not out batsmen for Australia. 4 off wicket. So Ravindra Jadeja has taken the wicket of Steve Smith. So that's a good news for India. They've broken the partnership. Sebastian and Steve Smith. So Steve Smith returned back to pavilion after scoring 34 runs of 47. Caught Shardul Thakur, bowled Ravindra Jadeja. Ravindra Jadeja delivers big time for India. So third wicket down of Australia. ST6 for the loss of 3 wickets. They are ahead of 259 runs. The first innings Australia scored 469, and now in the second innings 86 for the loss of 3 wickets. 296 was the India's score of first innings. Who will walk out now? 86 for the loss of 3 wickets. So third wicket down of Australia in the second innings. They have done their level best. They're doing quite nicely, but Ravindra Jadeja struck back. Um, Steve Smith returned back to pavilion after scoring 34 runs of 46 ball. Caught Shardul Thakur bowled Ravindra Jadeja 34. 86 for the loss of 3 wickets. Australia's second innings. Travis Head, the new batsman, will start the new innings. He has scored. He has a brilliant innings in the first. Brilliant first innings. Huge score by Travis Head in the first innings. So Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head leg by signal by the umpire. So 87 for the loss of 3 wickets in the second innings. Travis Head is in the middle with double strength. So 260. Ravindra Jadeja to minus level strength, no run. Two consecutive dot balls, 30.4 and 30.5. 87 for the loss of 3 wickets. 260 Australia led by, and 296 the score of India in the first innings. The end of first over, 1 run only, one led by, and a wicket. Level strength is 35 of 91, and Travis Z 0 of 2. So Ravindra Jadeja 1 of 17, 5 overs. Current run rate is 2.81. The last ball of the over is Ravindra Jadeja to Marnus Lavichan. Floats this one full and just outside of Marnus Lavichan comes forward to defend and blocks this onto the offside. So the end of over number 31, 1 run, only 1 run scored, extra run, leg by. Very effective over and a very important wicket taken by Ravindra Jadeja. Steve Smith returned back to pavilion after scoring 34 runs. Australia lead by 260 runs in the second innings, and this year they are batting in the second innings, 87 for the loss of 3 wickets. Australia led overall 260 runs. First innings 469, and India scored 296 runs. Mohammad Shiraz to triple Z, no run. Shiraz starting the new over. Mohammad Shiraz, the new ball. 89 for the loss of 3 wickets in 31.1 over. 32nd over started. Trevor Z and Debussy two not out batsmen. So Australia is 2 run scored in this over. Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Head 2 runs and the second ball. '89 for the loss of 3 wickets. And the Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Head goes short and on middle from over the wicket. The ball does not rise much and catches head on the body as he hoped to turn it on the leg side. Second ball is Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Zaid, banged in again on off and middle. Travis Zaid plays a controlled pull shot wide of deep square leg for a couple of runs. So 2 runs scored in the second ball. And the third ball, Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Zaid, 1 run. So 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. 3 runs added to the total. 469. The first innings total of Australia and the second innings 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. And India scored 296 in the first innings. So over a lead of 263 runs. Mohammad Shiraz to Manislav's change, no run. The 31.3 overs. Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Z persists with short length around leg. Travis Z gets on his toes and walks it towards backwards while leg for a single. So single, 2 and 0. No run in the fourth ball. 2 balls remaining in the over. This is the 32nd over of the second innings of Australia. 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. In the first innings, 469 runs. Australia over lead is 263 runs. Mohammad Shiraz to Marinuslav's change. End of over number 32. So 3 runs in this over. That brings the total to 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. And the current run rate is 2.81. Mohammad Shiraz 1 of 27 in 9 overs. So his economy is 3. Levitions is 35 of 94. And Travis Head 3 of 5. So total 263 runs lead by Australia in this Test Championship final match between Australia and India at Oval. So India, they have avoided the follow-on, but 174 runs behind the total of Australia. Australia scored 469. In reply, India 296. Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Z. First two ball is dot, no runs added to the total of 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. Australia led overall lead is 263 runs. The first inning lead was 174 runs and now it is turned into 263 runs. So you are listening Sheikh Kamrul Hassan YouTube channel that brings you the final of World ICC World Test Championship match. 469 is the first innings total of Australia and the second innings so now it's 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head, slightly short and turning in on off. Travis Head cuts to it left but finds backward ball. Second ball is Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head around off. Fletcher as well. Travis Head dabs it on the offside. Third ball is Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head, no run, and Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head, no run. And the fifth ball, no run. This slide. Third ball, Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head, short and turning in sharply on off. Travis Head sows away and lets the ball pass. Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head floated up this time, turning in outside of Travis that goes for the drive away from the body and misses. And that's ball no run. So this is a maiden over by Rabindo Jadeja. 1 of 17 in 6 overs. Travis at 3 of 11 and double chance 35 of 94. So Australia's second innings is 90 for the loss of 3 wickets. Current run rate is 2.73. In the first inning, they have scored 469 runs. India, in their reply, they have scored 296 runs. So Australia overall lead is 263. Mohammad Siraj, 2 minus double chance. No run in the first ball of the 34th over of the second innings. Two not out batsmen is Travis Head has done extremely well in the first innings and Martin Slaves changing is one of the best Australian batter recent time in the test arena. So ever is these two batsmen, dependable batsmen they are. So Australia highly depends on them. Expect the Australian team administration, of course, they expect that these two test batsmen will take Australia to a situation where they can compete with India very strongly. 33.1 over. Mohammad Shiraz to minus level change. Back of a length, on, off, and middle. The ball keeps very low, but minus level change gets his bat down in time and somehow keeps it out. 33.2 overs. Mohammad Shiraz to minus level change. Fuller this time and outside off. Minus level change shuffles and drops it in front of cover for a quick single. And Travis Head had scored a over boundary. 6 runs added to the total. So total moves to 97. One single and a over boundary. 97 for the loss of 3 wickets. 279, 70 runs lead by Australia overall, and India's first innings total was 296. So 69 and 97 for the loss of 3 wickets. This is Australia's Mohammad Shiraz with the ball. And minus left chain. That was no ball also. So 7 runs added to the total. 98 for the loss of 3 wickets. Australia led by 271 runs. This is the last session of match of the third day. Mohammad Shiraz to Trabzai, no run. So last session of third day. So already 272 runs ahead Australia in the first session in the morning tomorrow. If they have done some sort of respectable score, then they might invite India to bat in the second innings. So Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Head, no ball and a six. Shiraz goes short and at the body of the batter from over the wicket. Travis Head gets inside the line and hooks it towards third man. The fielder in the deep came a few steps and the ball sails over his head for a maximum. Mohammad Shiraz overstepped as well, so that was no ball also. 33.3 overs. Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Head, angling across outside off on a good length. Travis Head is happy to let this one go. 33.4 overs. Mohammad Shiraz to Travis Head, 1 run added to the total. 100 runs for the Australian team in the second innings. 4 by-downs added to the total. Total moves to 103 for the loss of 3 wickets. So 100 runs for the team. Mohammad Shiraz to minus level change on a good length on off, gets behind the line and defends it on the offside. End of over number 34, 13 rounds added to the total. 7 no ball, 1 4 buys and 2 from the bat. 13 runs in this over of Mohammad Siraj. Honest level stands moves to 36 of 98 and travels at 10 of 14. Two not out batsmen. Australia 103 for the loss of 3 wickets and the current run rate is 3.03. Ravindra Jadeja to travels at the starting of 35th over. Ravindra Jadeja to travels at no run. First ball was bowls it short and off. Travels head shuffles and pushes it to the right of the bowler. So no runs added to the total. The first three balls of Ravindra Jadeja, two travels head. Finally, one run added to the total in the fifth ball. First ball, four balls was dot. So total moves to 104 for the loss of 3 wickets. Over the lead by Australia, 277 runs, 469 and 104 for the loss of 3 wickets. And India's total was 296 in the first innings. So the final session of the match of the third day in the Test Championship between Australia and India in Oval. International Cricket Council (ICC) organized this event. So, say last ball of the over, 35th over, 104 for the loss of 3 wickets and 469 runs. 277 runs lead by Australia in this test. India 296. End of over number 35. Only one run is scored in this over. Barnes Travis changed 36 of 99 and Travis hit 11 of 19. So total 104 for the loss of 3 wickets. Current run rate is 2.97. Ravindra Jadeja 1 of 18 in 7 overs. So overall lead Australia's 277. This is the situation. Australia's second innings. Usman Khaja cut Sirka Bharat bowled Umesh Yadav. So Umesh Yadav finally finds a wicket. 13 of 39. Two boundaries. Strike rate of 13.333. David Warner cut Sirka Bharat bowled Mohammad Siraj. 1 of 8. 12.50 is the strike rate. Manus Labuschagne not out 36 of 99, 4 boundaries, 36.36 is the strike rate. Steve Smith caught Shardul Thakur, bowled Ravindra Jadeja, 34 of 47, 3 boundaries, 72.34 is the strike rate. Travis Head not out 11 of 21, 1 6, 52.38 is the strike rate. 9 extras, 104 for the loss of 3 wickets. First wicket in 2 runs, David Warner. Second wicket, 24 runs, Usman Khaja. Third wicket in 86 runs, Steve Smith. Bowling Mohammad Shami, 7 overs, 2 maiden, 15 runs and no wicket. Mohammad Siraj, 103 overs, 2 maiden, 36 runs, 1 wicket. Shardul Thakur, 6 overs, 1 maiden, 18 runs, 1 wicket. This is the situation of the match. 104 for the loss of 3 wickets, and Australia in their second innings. In the first innings, they have scored 469 runs, and in the reply, India scored 296 runs. So 36th over, Mohammad Siraj to Travis Head, continues to go short and around middle. Travis Head gets on his toes and drops it on the leg side. And the second ball, 35.2, Mohammad Siraj to Travis Head, banked in the way short on middle and leg. Travis Head sows away and lets the ball pass. The 35.3, Mohammad Siraj to Travis Head, backed of a length this time, angling down leg. Travis Head tries to help it fine but does not connect. The fourth ball, Travis Head, Mohammad Siraj to Travis Head, shot again and just outside off. Travis Head looks to ramp it over the keeper's head but misses. He is lucky not to get a feather on it. So 35.5 is Mohammad Siraj to Travis Head, 1 run. So 105 for the loss of 3 wickets in the second innings and 469 in the first innings, and India scored 296 in the first innings. So overall lead is 278 runs. End of over number 36, only 1 run scored. In the fifth ball, just 1 run. One status change 36 of 100 and Travis Head 12 of 24. Mohammad Siraj 1 of 37, 11 overs, and Australia 105 for the loss of 3 wickets. Current run rate is 292. And the 37th over, first ball is a over boundary that brings the total to 111 for the loss of 3 wickets. Australia lead by 284 runs over the lead. So Rabindra Jadeja to Travis Head. Travis Head hit a 6 in the first ball of the over. So those who are not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe it. And those who are not yet, press the like button. Please press the like button for our encouragement. Ravindra Jadeja to Travis Head, no run. 111 for the loss of 4 wickets. Australia lead by 284 runs. 111 for the loss of 4 wickets in the second innings of Australia. In the first innings, they have scored. And the big wicket again by Ravindra Jadeja. Fall of wicket of Travis Head, 18 of 27. They have scored plenty of runs in the first innings, but now returned back to pavilion after scoring only 18 runs in the 24-7 balls. So the match is interestingly poised because important wickets have fallen. Cotton bowled Ravindra Jadeja, Travis Head out. Cotton bowled Ravindra Jadeja, 18 of 27. 111 for the loss of 4 wickets. So this is a crucial situation. Though Australia were already almost ahead of India by 284 runs. So, but even then, the match is now interestingly poised. The first innings, two big scorer of first innings, Steve Smith and Travis Head, they are returned back to pavilion after scoring very low in the second innings. Low score. Steve Smith 34 and Travis Head 18. So 111 for the loss of 4 wickets. Warner, Khaja, Steve, and now Travis Head. Minus 11 chance, not out. And Cameron Green, the new batsman in the crease. So 36.4 overs, Ravindra Jadeja to Cameron Green loops this one full and just outside off. Cameron Green eases this down too long off for an easy single to open his account. So total is 112 for the loss of 4 wickets. In 36.5 overs, Ravindra Jadeja to Manus Love's chains floats this one full and outside the off stump. Manus Love's chains dabs this down to city point. No run. Ravindra Jadeja to Manus Love's chains, no run in the last ball also. So Love's chains 36 of 102, Cameron Green 1 of 1. End of the over number 37. 7 runs scored in this over, 1 wicket. 6 on the first ball. Australia now 112 for the loss of 4 wickets. They are leading 285 runs overall. Current run rate is 3.03. Ravindra 2 of 25. Starting of 38 over, 112 for the loss of 4 wickets. Australia over a lead of 285 runs. 469 and 112 for the loss of 4 wickets. And that constitute the lead of 285 runs by Australia. India in their first innings 296. Mohammad Shiraz to Cameron Green, no run. 38th over. Of course, this is a very interestingly poised World Test Championship final. Though India, the top order batsmen have failed in the first innings, but India has a strong batting lineup. That's why anything can happen because if they restrict Australia to 350, maybe a good chance for India to try in the second innings. So it's a crucial situation. Australian batters should take initiative to take this lead towards 400 mark. That may be a challenging total for India in the second innings. 37.1 overs. Mohammad Shiraz to Cameron Green goes wide of the crease and bowls it outside off on a good length. Cameron keeps it out down the wicket. 37.2 Mohammad Shiraz to Cameron Green pulls his length back to touch and on off. Cameron Green gets behind the line and keeps it down the wicket. Mohammad Shiraz to Cameron Green, angle in just outside off on a good length. Cameron Green gets on the front foot and defends it on towards cover. 37.4 overs. Mohammad Shiraz to Cameron Green serves it outside off on a good length. Cameron Green is happy to let the ball pass. 37.5 overs. Mohammad Shiraz to Cameron Green and a boundary scored by Green. 116 for the loss of 4 wickets. Overall lead of 289 runs. End of over number 38. So only one boundary in this over. Cameron Green 5 of 7 and Maran Slavishan's 36 of 102. Australia now 116 but loss of 4 wickets in the second innings. Current run rate is 3.05. One Mohammad Shiraz 1 of 41 in 12 overs. Ravindra Jadeja will start the 39th over. Ravindra Jadeja to Manus chance no run the first ball. 116 for the loss of 4 wickets, and Australia's overall lead is 289 runs. So why Ravichandran Ashwin is absent in this match, I don't know, but Ravichandran Ashwin might be a good choice for India in this match. 38.2 Ravindra Jadeja to Manus level change. Fired in full on off. Manus level change opens the bat face and walks it to point. And 38.3 Ravindra Jadeja to Manus level change on middle this time. Full as well. Manus level change dead bats it down the wicket. Ravindra Jadeja to Manus level change no run in 38.4 and 38.5. Ravindra Jadeja Manus level change no run. So total this is the maiden over by Ravindra Jadeja, 2 of 25 in 9 overs, 116 for the loss of 4 wickets. Australia's total in the second innings. Martin's level strength is 36 of 108 and Cameron Green 5 of 7. Current run rate of Australia is 2.97. So over the lead is 289. The 40th over will start. And then 16 for the loss of 4 wickets. So those who are not yet subscribed, Sheikh Kamrul Hassan YouTube channel, please subscribe the channel. And those who are not yet press the like button, please press the like button for our encouragement. 39th over completed, 116 for the loss of 4 wickets. Mohammad Sami to Cameron Green, no run. Sami started the 40th over. So 116 for the loss of 4 wickets as the Australia lead by 289 runs. India in their second innings scored 296 runs. Sami to Cameron Green comes back into the attack and lands it in the channel outside of Fuller as well. Cameron Green shoulders, arms, and lets it go. Sami to Cameron Green no run in 39.2 second over. 39.2. The second ball and third ball, no run, scored. So 116 for the loss of 4 wickets. So Rohit Sharma, LBW board Pat Cummins 15 of 26, 2 boundaries, 57.6 times the strike rate. Shubhaman Gill bowled Scott Boland 13 of 15, 2 boundaries, 86.67 is the strike rate. Chetashwar Pujara bowled Cameron Green 14 of 25, 2 boundaries, 56 is the strike rate. Virat Kohli caught Steve Smith bowled Mitchell Stark 14 of 31, 2 boundaries, 45.16 is strike rate. Ajankar Rahane caught Cameron Green bowled Port Cummins 89 of 129, 1 4 11 boundary 1 6, 68.99 is the strike rate. Ravindra Jadeja caught Steve Smith bowled Nathan Lyon 48, 48 of 51, 7 boundary and 1 6, 94.12. Sirkar Bharat got bowled. Boland, Scott Boland, 5 of 15, 33.33 the strike rate. Shardul Thakur got Alex Carey, bowled Cameron Green, 51 of 109, 6 boundaries, 46.79 is the strike rate. Umesh Yadav bowled Pat Cummins, 5 of 11, 1 boundary, 45.45 is the strike rate. Mohammad Shami caught Alex Carey, bowled Mitchell Stark, 13 of 11, 2 boundaries, 118.18 is the strike rate. Mohammad Siraj not out, 0 of 3, extras 29, no ball 8, white ball 1, by 10, leg by 10, total runs 296 for 10 wickets in 69.04 overs. Fall of wicket 31, first wicket Rohit Sharma, second wicket 30 Shubman Gill, third wicket 50 Cheteshwar Pujara, 70, fourth wicket 71 Virat Kohli, fifth wicket 142 Ravindra Jadeja, sixth wicket 152 Sirkar Bharat, seventh wicket 261 Ajanta Rahane, eighth wicket 271 Umesh Yadav, ninth wicket 294 Shardul Thakur and 10th wicket 296 Mohammad Sami. Bowling of Australia, Mitchell Stark, 13.4 overs, no maiden, 71 runs, 2 wicket, 5.20 is the economy. Pat Cummins, captain, 20 overs, 2 maiden, 83 runs, 3 wicket, 4.15 is the economy. Scott Boland, 20 overs, 6 maiden, 59 runs, 2 wicket, 2.95 is the economy. Cameron Green, 12 overs, 1 maiden, 44 runs, 2 wicket, 3.67 is the economy. And Netherlands, 4 overs, no maiden, 19 runs, 1 wicket, 4.75 is the economy. This is the first innings of India, 296 runs, and the second innings of Australia now started earlier. Osman Khaja caught Sirkar Bharat, bowled Umesh Yadav, 13 of 39, 2 boundaries, 33.33 is the strike rate. David Warner caught Sirkar Bharat, bowled Mohammad Siraj, 1 of 8, 12.50 is the strike rate. Minus levels change, not out, 39 of 110, 4 boundaries, 35.45 is the strike rate. Steve Smith caught Shardul Thakur, bowled Ravindra Jadeja, 34 of 47, 3 boundaries, 72.34 is the strike rate. Trevor Z cotton bowled Ravindra Jadeja, 18 of 27, 2 sixes, 66.67 the strike rate. Cameron Green not out, 6 of 14, 1 boundary, 42.86 the strike rate. Extras 9, no ball 2, white ball 1, by 4, leg by 2, total runs 120 for the loss of 4 wickets in 40.4 overs. Fall of wicket, first wicket 2 runs, David Warner, second wicket 24 runs, Osman Khaja, third wicket 86 runs, Steve Smith, and fourth wicket 111 represent. Bowling Mohammad Sami of India, Mohammad Sami 8 overs, 315 runs, no wicket, 1.88 is the economy. Mohammad Siraj 12 overs, 2 maiden, 41 runs, 1 wicket, 3.42 is the economy. Shardul Thakur 6 overs, 1 maiden, 13 runs, no wicket, 2.17 is the economy. And Umesh Yadav 5.5 overs, 1 maiden, 20 runs, 1 wicket, 3.43 is the economy. And Ravindra Jadeja 9 overs, 3 maiden, 25 runs, 2 wicket, 2.78 is the economy. So India won the toss and decided to bowl first, and Australia in their first innings scored 469, and India in their first innings scored 296, and the second innings Australia had stumps 120 for the loss of 4 wickets, an overall lead of 293 runs. Thank you for listening to Shirkamula's on YouTube channel. And those who are not yet subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. And those who are Umesh Yadav completes the over. So 41 overs completed, 293 runs lead by Australia.